Supermarket SMARTS was created 8-9 years ago. I saw the need for store managers and department managers to get information that they weren't getting internally. I've typically am hired and asked to speak for an hour and a half at conventions and meetings. In an hour and a half you can't really get into the meat of an issue. And when I see some people after a session that I might have done 6 months earlier, they would come up to me and say, "Mr. Lloyd, that was a great session." And I would say, "Thank you. What has happened in your store and your company since that session?" And I would hear an Elmer Fudd impersonation, they really hadn't done anything with it, because frankly, in an hour and a half you can give some information and not really a lot of explanation, and some people need more explanation. So I wanted to create a venue where we could have more time to do the job right. I taught college for 7 years at night. I was a retailer for 20 years, and I owned 3 restaurants for 7 years. But during the time of owning the restaurants and while I was a retailer, I taught college. And with 13 weeks and 3 hours a night, I was able to really dig into subjects and explain them more clearly to the students. When I do an hour and a half seminar on a major subject like merchandising or employee relations, you really can't dig down. Supermarket SMARTS has allowed me to do that. With 3 days and 10-hour days, I was able to create an agenda that was in depth, give me the time to really explain things. So these students, these managers could go back to their stores and really implement the ideas because they understand them a whole lot better. That was the essence of Supermarket SMARTS and how I got started. I do one every year in St. Louis in January. I've averaged 55, 60 students, assistant managers, store managers, and once in a while a boss's son or a boss's daughter who wants to get in the business attend these conferences. These sessions have gotten the highest ratings of anything I've done in my 25-year career. This is my 25th year, and this session here at the Hour Grocers is my 11th Supermarket SMARTS program that I've done. Each one I try to do a little bit better each time. Each time the students fills out an evaluation of the 3-day program, giving me guidance on how to make it better. One of the best embellishments, modifications if you will, that I made in Supermarket SMARTS happened about 3 sessions ago. I got some wonderful reports immediately after the session. I got some nice letters 2, 3, 4 months later. But I kind of felt there might be a dwindling down of the momentum 6 months after the session. So what I've done in the last 3 sessions, and I'm about to do today, is to ask them to complete a very, very in-depth action plan. 10 points, 10 ideas that they're going to take away from this program that are going to make really happen in their store. So every day for the 3 days we spend 45 minutes working on their action plan. What 3 ideas did they take away from day 1? Day 1 is all about building sales. Day 2 is all about building a better, stronger team in their department or in their store. Day 3 is all about building themselves as a leader, with a time management segment with my book and with a leadership segment with my book, other book that I have. And each day they have summarized their takeaways on this we call the blue sheet, so that they will leave here on the 3rd day with 10 ideas that they consider incredible, that they consider gotta-dos, that they consider ideas they must begin to work on. And we had a calendar for the 12 months, the coming 12 months, where they're going to take one of these 10 ideas and sprinkle it throughout the 12 months, giving themselves December off or whatever. So we really have drilled down, really screwed down this follow-through action that's going to take place after Supermarket SMARTS, just to make sure the business, the client, the retailer, the owners, the presidents get a lot for their investment in the students' participation at Supermarket SMARTS.